Today I show you how to use the touch screen of your iPhone. You use the touch screen first to unlock your iPhone. Once the Face ID is working, first you have to unlock your iPhone and you can swipe up from the bottom of the screen like this. And if Face ID doesn't work, and now I will show you that I show my face to my iPhone and now it's unlocking by itself. But if it's not working, you press the power button here, the side button, and you will have to enter the passcode. To enter the passcode, you enter the numbers that you did when you initially set up your iPhone. And if you enter a wrong password, it will shake like that. You should not try to enter the passcode too many times. The iPhone will be locked for an amount of time for protection, for security reasons. So enter the passcode or use the Face ID to unlock your iPhone. Once the iPhone is unlocked, you can move your finger on the screen like this and the icons will follow what you're doing on the screen. For example, I could open this folder and I could open any of these apps. To open any app, all you have to do is press on the app icon, or if the app is in a folder, you will open it like this. Or even easier, if you don't see the app or it's difficult to find the app, if you prefer to search for the app instead of finding it on multiple screens of apps, you swipe down from the middle like this and you search for the app. And you will see these are the apps here. And now for example, the camera is open. Anywhere I touch on the screen is going to do whatever it says on the screen there. So here's the place to take, this is the place where you take a picture. You can use your iPhone in portrait mode or landscape mode, especially with pictures. Newer iPhones, the newer models of iPhones, they also have a camera button. So you can press here to take a photo, or you can use this to zoom in and zoom out. And you also have the widgets on the screen. This is one widget, it will open the weather app. The gestures for navigation. First, to switch between apps, you can do this swipe up and then to switch between apps, you can do this swipe up from below and then stop somewhere halfway. And now you can switch between apps. You can see what apps are opened. I can see the Notes app and so on. If you want to force close an app, you swipe from below, stop halfway there. And also you find the app you want to close, then swipe up on this app and it's closed. When you finish with this screen, you can swipe up from below and it's all closed. You also have the pinch to zoom function. I'll show you on a photo. To look at photos, open the Photos app, and here I have a photo, and if I do this, I put both fingers on the screen, and then I make the distance bigger like that to zoom in. And if I want to zoom out, I will put them closer. I will pinch them, so it's pinch to zoom like this. So you can make, it's really like a real life option when you make something bigger like this and smaller if you want to close it like that. On some apps, you also have the option where you double tap, and in general, when you have something open, you tap on it, and if you want to close it, you swipe down from the middle like that and it's closed. If you want to go to the next item, you swipe like this from right to left, like a book, like pages of a book. And when you get to the end of the items, here you see also this is in photos, but this works in most things the same way. When you're at the last item, you cannot swipe to the right anymore. When you swipe to the right, you're actually swiping from right to left with the finger to see what's on the right side. This is the idea. And then you can easily go back by swiping from left to right to see what's on the left side. So you swipe left, swipe right, swipe left. It's a bit confusing. I'm not sure exactly how to call it, but you swipe to see what's on the left. So you swipe right to see what's on the left, like a book cover. This is very intuitive. And you can swipe down to close the item. For the Photos app, you can swipe down to close the photo. This could work on other apps also, but you can also swipe up to see more details about this photo in this case. And this could work the same in multiple apps. You also have the option for navigation from below. For photos, you will have this in other apps also. And when I finish with this app, I use this gesture navigation the gesture. When I finish with this app, I use this gesture. When I finished with this app, I use this gesture from below the screen and swipe up all the way to close it. This is really the easiest thing to do. And there are, most of the time, you either have a tap or a tap to drag something to the left or right. For example, here I tap to see this folder, and then I can do a long tap, drag to around, move this up icon around. I keep holding it, and you see I move the icons around like that. And then I tap somewhere else to close this mode. This is the jiggle mode to move the apps around. You can have gestures with 2 fingers, simultaneous swipe up or down, or even a combination of different gestures. You can have custom gestures. For example, here I could do a three finger gesture. You could have this to do something. A 2-finger gesture the same way. You could have gestures with 2 fingers, swipe up or down, or even 3 fingers. You can set up the multiple combine. You can set up custom gestures for this, but in general, you don't need to use more than 1 finger or 2 fingers to zoom in like this. So if I'm on the picture now, I'll zoom in like that. This is most of the time, this is what you need. And if you use the control center, you swipe down from the right side of your iPhone like that, and you can turn off Wi-Fi, for example. You tap on Wi-Fi and turn back Wi-Fi. When you see a button and the option is enabled, it will have some kind of color to it, or if it's grayed out, it will be not available. But if you try to press on it, you can check if it's working or not. Here, for example, airplane mode. Now airplane mode is enabled. You see, I have airplane mode there, so I can turn off airplane mode. Touch gestures are pretty intuitive and they mimic real life, and each app has its own different ways of doing things. For example, in the notes here, I might do a tap again to see more options. I could do a double tap to select the word, and I could do a triple tap to select the whole paragraph if it's a whole paragraph. So I could do a double tap and make the text, I could make this text bold like this and close the app. It's not closed, it's running in the background there. I hope this helps you get an idea of how to use the touch interface on your iPhone. And by the way, also the back gesture is to swipe like this. So I go somewhere, I go to this folder. To go back, I swipe like that from left to right. The same as in the Photos app, like a picture. And you will swipe from right to left to see the next page. So back and forward are like that. This works in browsers especially. In the settings here, it knows to go back, but it doesn't know where to go forward. I hope this helps you with the basics of the navigation for the iPhone, the iOS. And here, to see the notifications, you will swipe from the left or center to see any notification here. And the control center is from the right side. That's it. Thanks for watching.